mit ihm hier. Das berichte ich sonst den anderen nicht.
Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be.
Ist belastend.
On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
Na gut,
All right. I'll go and take a look.
mach ich.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Machen wir, aber nicht vorrangig. Ich will den nur kurz weghaben. Weil ansonsten finde ich das andere Ziel nicht.
Silver platters, just like they eat off in castle gas. Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Ist das Dreierdings? Hä? Ach, das ist... Ach so. Oh Gott. Muss ich alles ablaufen. Sowas ist das also. Hallo, Echse. In Zelda würde ich dich jetzt fangen. Oh, hier ist eine Kiste. Oh. Goblin-Münze, die kann man verkaufen. Das ist gut.
Well, we can make our way back to the Fang now.
Ist er das? Ach, Jäger.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Ja gut, das halt ein Messer können sollte, ne?
Sweet incense. Just look at the teeth. Made from the stoutest stone. Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here.
It would make a fine
So, Kumpel. Hab ihr was?
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalimil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalimil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Ja, dann aber hin da. Wie? Muss ich jetzt echt mit? Muss ich die holen? Naja, gut. Na komm mal, Brosia. Dann holen wir sie mal. Aus dem Weg, ich muss hier durch. Hui.
Thanks, girl.
Moin.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
Limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
Klar muss ich wieder
Or just...
Postbote spielen hier. Wo ist denn der Quark jetzt? Ach, beides da hinten. Ja gut, das passt ja ganz gut.
Run like the wind.
Ey. Ja, komm mal, Brosi. Das ist doch nur ein kleines Fass. Du kannst ja wohl drüber. Unglaublich. Hui.
I can walk from here.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
Aus dem Weg, ich muss hier durch.
Juiciest meat from
Hanging lanterns, kick it up.
We should get going soon.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Okay.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Ja, gleich. Nur erst Sachen sammeln hier. Und dann wieder zurückgehen, das abgeben und dann können wir gehen. Ach nee, da hinten sind Bomber. Ach, deswegen sind die Quellen so heiß, wegen den Bombern. Och nö.
One rock looks a lot like another.
Ich hasse diese Viecher.
Southern needs.
Come on, girl, the gate's open now, we can press on. What the hell are they?
Ach, kann ich hier so nicht rüber? Ist im Weg, ich muss Bomber platt machen gehen. Ah, schön hier. Das gefällt mir ganz gut hier.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Ba, 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 ba.
Out of the frying pan.
Der ist groß. Geh kaputt! Junge. Halten aber auch mal viel aus, die Kackviecher. Ach Gottchen. Im Sitzen momentan ist echt schwierig. Ei. Also wirklich, ist schon schwierig. Oh, besonders gestern Krankengymnastik, Leute. Hab ich schon wieder massakriert.
Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Die hat mich schon wieder massakriert gestern. Mir tut der ganze Nacken weh, ne? Schön hier. Komm mal her, Brosi. Ich hab keinen Bock, das jetzt zu laufen. So. Dann back to town. Ja, doch schon ein paar Meter gewesen, du, ne? Achso. Ah ja, da konnte man ja nicht runtergehen. Na. Guten Tag.
We should get going soon.
Finally, we'll be able to get what's owed us.
Ja, da haben wir für gesorgt. Hey, Meister.
The man. I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
Ich sag ihm doch, dass es Bomber waren.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Ja, mach mal das Beste draus, Bruder. Du schaust das. 700 Erfahrungspunkte. Schön. So, jetzt hoffen wir, sind wir mit dem mal auch fertig. Moin, Meister.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Das ist ein Tranchiermesser?
That'll do, I reckon.
Aus wie
A
ein
knife
Dolch.
forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
Sieht nicht wie ein Tranchiermesser aus, sieht aus wie, wirklich wie so ein Dolch einfach.
Just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava: know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
Ja, kenne deinen Kunden.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Gut, ist egal. Geschafft ist geschafft. Oh, wartet mal, wir haben ganz schön viele Punkte, ne? Fertigkeitspunkte. Kann ich mir... Ja. So, das Limit-Upgrade holen. Das wollte ich nämlich noch machen. Ja, nehmen wir gleich mal mit. Brauche ich eigentlich nicht, aber egal. Haben. Gut. Gut, okay. Dann hätten wir das. Ja, dann können wir ja weitergehen, ne? Da sind wir ja eben gerade hingegangen. Das ist ja das, wo die Bomber waren. Ja, dann können wir ja weitermachen. Sehr schön. Ach, Moment. Bevor wir weitermachen. Einmal speichern. Zack. Gehen wir mal Richtung Drachenfang. Ich hab immer noch Angst. Wir wissen alle, was uns da erwartet. Ganz doch das alles schon denken, dass da Titan kommt, oder? Gott, die werden uns so massakrieren. Vor Titan habe ich richtig Respekt und das aber auch nur, weil der so riesig ist. Ihr habt den schon gesehen, ne? Also als er gegen Jill gekämpft hat, also gegen Shiva. Junge, ey, der ist groß. Und dann komme ich mit meinem süßen Ifrit da noch an. Also klar, Ifrit ist größer als Shiva. Aber hollali Wolfi, das wird lustig werden, glaube ich. Wenn wir den Ifrit nutzen können. Das ist ja auch immer so ein Glücksspiel eigentlich, ne? Aber ich gehe mal davon aus, dass wir Ifrit kriegen, weil, warte mal. Weil Clive gegen Titan, das wird nicht funktionieren.
Get that damned wagon fixed. Unless you'd rather our men in Dalimil starve.
Gut, da dürfen wir noch nicht lang.
Gone, Captain. There's nothing I can do.
Ich mag das haptische Feedback beim Reiten. Bin ich ganz ehrlich. Man muss schon ein bisschen drücken. Damit Ambrosia Stuff gibt hier, ne? Das gefällt mir. Da hinten. Habt ihr das gesehen?
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Mir fehlt Jill ein bisschen.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert, you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
Boah, diese Angst, die ich gerade innerlich hatte die ganze Zeit. Ui, ich hatte gerade so Angst, dass gleich irgendwas von hinten kommt und ihn aufspießt oder so. Junge, da war gerade ein bisschen Angst innerlich da. Aber gut, Onkelchen ist weg. Finde ich besser so, dann kann ihm ja jetzt erstmal nichts mehr passieren. Denke ich mal, eventuell, keine Ahnung. Clives Weg finde ich sehr gut, sehr lobenswert. Man hat es ja auch damals am Anfang schon gemerkt. Ob wir jetzt nicht wieder verrecken? Nein? Nein? Alles gut. Okay. Man hat es ja damals am Anfang schon gemerkt, so dass das Königreich Rosaria oder Großherzogtum oder was auch immer sein Dad und so, dass die alle ja ein bisschen anders gegenüber den Trägern waren. Das war ja teilweise schon ziemlich krass, was man so in den anderen Ecken hier so gesehen hat, was da los ist. Die direkt am Schloss waren, wie gesagt, Clive hat den Träger damals ganz am Anfang ja wie einen normalen Menschen behandelt. Und das ist korrekt so. Nur weil der anders ist, heißt das nicht, dass du ihn gleich anders behandeln musst. Ne? Ist Mensch wie jeder andere auch eben mit Talent, sagen wir es mal so. Deswegen, Clives Plan ist sehr edel. Ja, ich rede jetzt hier, weil ich mich gerne drücken möchte. Ich habe ein bisschen Angst. Und, Stich. Ach, einer von vielen. Ja gut, okay, würde ich sagen, wir kratzen oder krallen uns jetzt Kupfer mal. Und danach haben wir noch 2 Kristalle. Oh, okay. Ich glaube nicht, dass ich diese Woche schon durchkriege, das Spiel jetzt, aber sportlich.